how much do you think race plays in terms of a child's ability to learn and be successful?
Um, Race as in skin color.
Yeah, but I
Or
mean, I also, yes, but I also understand that, you know, culture, the culture from which someone comes plays a role too. So you can be of a particular skin color, but come from a culture that's more akin to another skin color, and you would
mm-hmm.
probably end up experiencing the same thing, you know. So I was just
Right.
wondering, you know, because there's kind of this debate about, you know, whether or not black kids can learn at the level that white kids can, and if standardized tests are racist and all of that good stuff. And so I just wondered what, you know, what your opinion was. Like, do you think that race, or you say race or culture, plays a role in their ability to learn?
Um, to a certain extent, yes, it does. It does play a role. To again, what you're exposed to, what's around you, what does your environment look like? How do your parents talk to you? How do your parents communicate to you? What was it like in that age three, like when you really started to learn and be able to communicate a little bit better? Where were you at? Were you at grandma's house, or were you at like a more structured environment? When did your structure start? Basically, when did it
Mm-hmm.
start? I think that's the biggest thing. When did it start, and is it consistent? um because in my classroom I have friends of many races, and I don't see. I have, you have your levels of students, based on, again, what you can tell who's been worked with at home, or some,
Mm-hmm.
before they came to school. You can tell that. So I would say it's more of a cultural thing more
Mm-hmm.
than a skin thing. But yes, the skin thing too. But I feel like culture is on top of that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, culture is heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And but I, you know, I also think in America is I think it's just humanly natural to segregate or disperse into your group. And
Mm-hmm.
because it's America, right? Like black people typically live near black people, and then there's a black culture, and white people and Asians and everybody else. So, but I'm with you. I think it's more so culture if we were ranking
Mm.
them. Question from the audience. Do you see a difference in a child's ability to be successful in school based on a two-parent household, well, versus a single-parent household? Now, hold on. Give me a second, right? That was actually my next question, right?
Okay.
And she saw my question. So I think she snuck in and stole my thunder. But that's neither here nor there. So
Oh.
the
Um,
floor is yours.
I do I do, and again to a certain extent, and then I don't. It depends on the family situation.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on their situation and how much time they have again to work with your child. If you are at work all day, you have long shifts and stuff like that. You the head of the household, you gotta pay bills and stuff like that, and so your child is at school, and that's really the bulk of their learning. Um, then if they don't have any outside support outside of school, it's going to be a little harder. It's going to
Okay.
be a little harder unless they got it all up here.
Right.
Unless they go through it like that, it's going to be harder. Versus if you have, and even with the two parent household, what if both of them are working?
Right.
So I would say it again just depends on the family's dynamic. Like, how do things roll? I don't feel like that would play a big difference whether it's a two parent or one parent. It just depends on how much time you have to devote to your child's education. Like, that's just my
Okay.
opinion. I do not have children, so I cannot fully answer that question. But just from what I see, um, I don't feel like
Okay. You can have fan. You want fan?
it.
We
No, I'm
put her in
not
a
ready.
box and poke some holes in it and ship her down there to you,
I'm not ready.
and, and y'all
I
y'all can
haven't.
fight, duke it out, fight it out.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.